Oh, hi there. Welcome to another episode of Cardwell's Cauldrons. We are at Geektopia Island. My name is William.
I'm Kevin.
And with that, you came back to see another awesome deck here. Last week, though, to talk about it, it was a deck called Graveyard Contracts. It went pretty well, actually. The tournament I played in, I went undefeated. The only actual match I lost was at the top two. And he was playing what was it? It was a Teamer Energy Control. It was pretty fun to play against. Alright, now with this deck, Kevin, please entertain me and ask me where we're going.
Alright, so where are we going down to today?
We're going down to the Bayou! That's right, guys. Black, green. We're going to mess with some voodoo here. Hence the name, Bayou Voodoo. Now, as you can see, our first lady of the hour, she's going to be our voodoo queen.
Alright, we got Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons. So, what does she do, Cardwell, and why is she in here?
She's pretty awesome. She, with all the negative counters we'll be placing on our creatures, because, with voodoo, you have to give a little pain to receive all the bonuses. So, with that pain, she'll give us extra hip in the game here. And that is, whenever you place a -1/-1 counter on anything, you get a 1/1 poison snake. And with that poison, they have death touch. Sorry about that.
I like it.
And she has an extra benefit. It usually doesn't get to happen because she's only a 2/2, and by turn 3 or turn 2 they have a bigger creature. But if she's able to hit a player, you put a -1/-1 counter on anything that you want.
Oh, well, from the looks of it, the -1/-1 counter is going to be real good for this deck. Because it is a tribal deck, for those that are wondering. And our first animal of the day is a Crocodile of the Crossing.
That's right. Tribal Crocodile is here, what we're going to be playing for the hour.
What do we got? What does a Crocodile of the Crossing do?
Well, he's a cute 4-drop, 3 colors, 1 green. He has haste, which is awesome. And he's a 5/4 with haste.
This seems good already.
Yeah. The only negative, of course, is when he comes into play, you can put a -1/-1 counter on any creatures you control. And so what? You have a 5/4 with haste or a 4/3 with haste? Doesn't matter.
Still good for 4 mana.
Oh, yeah.
Next Crocodile to fill the tribe is the Tenacious Hunter.
Also a 4-drop, 2 colors, 2 green. He works with the -1/-1 counters. Later on, it might negate it, but that's okay. He's still a 4/4 for 4. And he can get Vigilance and Death Touch if there's a -1 counter on anything on the field.
On it.
On it. No, it's on I do believe.
On it.
1 counter on it. Oh, okay. And that works. Which will be easy enough because all the other crocodiles give 1/1 counters to anything.
Alright, next we got the big boy of the crocodile world, Ammit Eternal.
And he's not only a crocodile, what also is he?
He's a zombie crocodile demon.
Yes. He's the big bad crocodile here to help us out. Of course, 5/5 for 3, super awesome.
Heck yeah.
And one of his other abilities, Afflict 3, which I still think is a powerful ability that's going to be hopefully shape up when the set rotates. But the only negative, not really truly a negative, but whenever your opponent casts a spell, he gets a 1/1 counter on him.
Alright. What happens with the counters? What can you do with them?
Basically, you can also remove them if he gets to hit the player, which he's a big boy at the start. It's going to happen.
Heck yeah. Alright, the last little crocodile to fill the tribe is the Baleful Ament.
Yep.
He's a crocodile demon as well.
He's a simple dude. He has lifelink. He's a 4/3 for 3, which is good. Maybe a 3/2 if he's no other creature on there. But, I mean, he fills out the crocodile tribe. And also, I forgot to mention, with the 1/1 counters with Ammit and Hapatra, you'll be pumping out snakes left and right.
Yeah, it
constantly.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
it sounds like you're putting counters on everything and making all kinds of snakes.
Oh, yeah.
Last, we got the little dude that fills out the crocodiles, but he's not a crocodile himself, the Metallic Mimic.
Yes. Only when he comes into play will he become a crocodile himself. Hapatra will give him the power he needs to become a little tiny crocodile.
I like it. What does he do for the deck?
So you name a creature when he enters the battlefield. Of course, Crocodile, tribal. And whenever a creature of that type comes into play, 1/1 counter. So all your dudes that come in with negative abilities, now they're overpowered for the mana cost that they are.
Yeah, that negates all those -1 counters you put on things. But by that time, you've already gotten a lot of snakes. Yeah. Seems pretty good.
Exactly.
All right, well, that rounds out about the creatures you have. Most of them are pretty solid creatures.
Yeah, they're overpowered for their cost, and with Metallic Mimic, that makes them have them with that extra power.
All right, let's move into the spells that support your crocodiles. What do we got? We got Murder.
Now, with this deck, it's mostly rotation proof, except for Murder. Sadly enough, when everything goes, black is very weak with the kill, I do believe, for a quick instant kill. And right now, for this week, before it rotates, I feel like that's powerful enough.
Murder's a good card. It really is.
Oh yeah.
3-mana destroy target creature, pretty strong.
Instant speed, do it whenever you want. It's cool.
And then it looks like we got a lot of other combat tricks.
Yeah, this deck is mainly about have your dudes, keep your dudes, swing for game.
First combat trick that I know we have is a Blossoming Defense.
Now, this is my favorite card ever in Standard. 1-drop hexproof creature. Just suck it with your kill spells, okay? My dude's staying alive.
+2/+2 and hexproof. I like it. I like it. What is the next card we got on the list? Is Hapatra's Mark.
So what's better than one of those cards? 2 of those cards, Kevin. And with that one, I do believe it removes negative counters on a creature. So your Ammit's at 1 because of all the negative counters? Well, no longer. He's a 5/5 again.
Seems real good.
Yeah.
Seems like it's pretty strong in this deck for keeping your dudes alive.
Oh yeah.
And then lastly, it looks very similar to the others, but Supernatural Stamina. What does that guy do?
Well, also with the voodoo power that we have, we get to bring our dudes back to life. For 1 black even, it gets a +2, and whenever they die, just bring it back tapped. Simple as that.
Seems good. So if they dealt with an Ammit Eternal already, they get to deal with them again.
Exactly. And I would I can't really say that you'd be trading up because your dudes are already more powerful than the other creatures, hopefully.
The other card for support-wise is Driven to Despair. What does this card do?
This is underrated card at the moment, I feel like, and hopefully you'll see more play when the rotation hits. But it's a split card, as you can tell. Driven, 1 colorless, 1 green. Your creatures gain trample, and your dudes are big, so you can go ahead and do that. And whenever they hit a player, you draw a card for each one that hits. So, super awesome.
What does the Despair part of the card do?
With the Aftermath ability, 1 colorless, 1 black. All your creatures gain menace, and now your opponent discards all the cards if they get hit per creature. So, I know by turn 3. You can play Ammit Eternal. Turn 4, maybe another Crocodile. Turn 5, you can basically cast for 4 mana with backup to protect your creatures and draw cards. They discard cards. They scoop. They pretty much scoop after that.
I like it.
There's no reason to keep playing.
The final card we got in the main deck for to round out the kill cards is Fatal Push.
Yep.
It's one of those cards that's going to be in everything.
Everything. Legacy, Modern, Standard. It's what it does, right? 1 black. Kill anything mana costs 2 or less, and then with Revolt, kill any of your small little snake tokens or anything, 4 or less gets killed. Instant speed.
Main deck's pretty solid. Cardwell.
Yeah, it's there just the last week, or even when a rotation hits, no one really has all their cards yet. So you just be like, oh, we'll just make a little cheap fun deck for the Friday to hopefully get the promo, and then just slug it out with this deck.
All right, it looks like it could get there.
Oh yeah,
it looks like it could get there. What lands do you got for this deck? What do the lands look like?
All right. And with the lands, we're just gonna go ahead. It's gonna have the basic combination: black, green, 2 colors. You don't have to really worry about it. 4 Blooming Marshes because it's a great card, and 3 Hissing Quagmires. Of course, the Murder, and that's really the only thing that's gonna rotate out, sadly. But other than that, just basic Swamps and Forests.
Seems pretty easy. Seems like it's
pretty solid. It's 22 lands in the deck because I noticed with these like aggro to mid range that you don't need much after that. you're not really doing many combat tricks since everything's super low anyway.
All right, I like it. Awesome. I like the main deck. I like the land base.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Let's move on to the sideboard.
All right, sideboard. It's really simple and cheap. It's basically going to fulfill all your 3-drops that you have in the main deck. So what we got: a 1 murder, Driven to Despair, Blossoming Defense, Fatal Push, Hapatras, and what's that last one? Supernatural Stamina. Just gonna fill out the 4. Now for the other things, to fight against control, and yeah, mainly really truly against control.
It looks like it, because we got Heroic Intervention. What is that card good for?
Basically, it's for all the other board wipes besides Hour of Devastation. Now, with Hour of Devastation, your other spells should be able to help you out with that. You know, +2/+2 from Blooming Defense, or Supernatural Stamina to bring them back. So hopefully you don't have to worry about that.
It looks like it would do the job pretty well.
Oh yeah.
The other card that I like that's you see a lot of anymore is Dispossessed.
Yeah, I know the Marvel Aetherworks is gone, but there's still Torrential Gear Hulk, and that guy is a pain against any deck. So basically, you're just throwing in that and for that, pretty much.
All right. What about Lost Legacy? That's the final card in the sideboard. There's 3 of them. What is that card for?
It's kind of people forgot about this card, but since the Approach of the Second Sun's being real popular nowadays, and it also gets rid of just any nasty creature that you're tired of. That also gets rid of Hour of Devastation, so you don't have to worry about it for your creatures.
All right, I like it. And your sideboard's pretty rounded out pretty easily.
Yeah, mainly it's just more against control, because your creatures are going to be going pretty well against aggro and mid-range.
Yeah, any kind of creature deck.
Yeah.
So how does this deck fare more or less about the meta right now?
Meta, I will give it a good hasty thumbs up. You know, it's a cheap deck to make, and you'll probably make top, but I don't know if you'll win or not. But with your good draws, you should be able to overpower most of the decks pretty quickly.
All right.
Especially with the Haste Crocodile turn 5, you could probably win through all the damage.
All right, I like it. And with that, that's the new Cardwell's Cauldrons called Bayou Voodoo.
Yes.
Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and keep up to date with our future content.
And please join us on our social media and check us out on Twitch.